Hi, my name is Raegan. I'm 20 years old. I follow Jesus because he has been such a light in all of my hard times or trials. He has provided me a lot of comfort and a lot of things that I've maybe gone through or felt. And it just made me realize that he was the only way and the only constant being that will be in my life. I grew up in Chino Hills, California. I was born into the church. I've gone to the same church all my life. My dad's the pastor there, so that's the only church I've ever known. I run three ministries currently. I run our dance ministry, our young adults ministry, and the kindergarten ministry in our children's church. I started running my dance ministry because I did it for 11 years, and then our ministry lead stepped down, and last year she asked me and my sister to take over. And so we've been leading that ministry for a year. And then I launched our young adults ministry a little over a month ago. And my mom runs our children's ministry, and so I run it alongside her in the kindergarten. Even though I grew up in the church, I didn't give my life to Christ till I was 19. I actually got baptized last year and fully started living for the Lord. The book in the Bible that got me really to reevaluate my life and start living for him was First Peter. It talks a lot about being holy and our inheritance in Christ, and how we should strive to look like him on our day-to-day lives. And so when I first started living for the Lord, it changed a lot of things for me. One truth that I've learned on my walk with Christ is that we are heirs to him and his throne, and that's where our identity comes from, and where who we are and the way we live should come from, is the fact that we are heirs to him, and someday we will be with him. And so we have to live for him while we're here on earth. I actually learned that reading Romans. I was writing a paper on Romans 8, and it really spoke to me, and it became more than an assignment. It became something that I lived by. And so now I go through my day-to-day life just remembering that I am his and I'm his child, and I can make mistakes and mess up and still have his love and still be able to walk in the truth that he's my father and I'm an heir to his throne. Okay. My encouragement for anyone watching is to just keep pushing in the name of the Lord. The Bible talks about how we're running the race that's marked in front of us with endurance, knowing that we're running to something greater, and that greater thing is Jesus and our inheritance in heaven. I grew up in a pretty big family. I have 4 siblings, and then we have big extended family that we're with all the time. So I have an older brother, an older sister, and a younger sister. And we all grew up very close because we were in the church all the time together. And so it would just be kind of us 4 hanging out. And then my grandpa's also a pastor, so we would go to his church a lot and hang out with him all the time. And so I have a big family, and we all are together a lot, and we're very loud, a very loud family. Well, I loved growing up in Chino. I loved it. It was so fun. It's like its own little country, I would say. Like, we are our own nation. But in the Inland Empire in general, like, everyone kind of knows each other or is intertwined in some weird way. And so when I got to Vanguard, it was kind of like we all were our own little club. Like, if you met someone from the Inland Empire, you automatically were friends. And that's how I met a lot of my friends freshman year. So I'd be like, oh, I'm from Chino. They're like, well, I'm from Rancho. Okay, we're friends now. We're both from the Inland Empire. So when I came to Vanguard, I actually didn't expect to make a lot of friends. My freshman year, I maybe had 2 friends, 3 at the most. I didn't start really making friends until my sophomore year. My best friend is Sydney Shum. Shout out to her. She's my best friend. Maddie's my best friend. Kel's, Ronald Alawan, Ronnie J, my best friend in the whole world. I love him. And Evan Garza. He is one of my favorite people to ever walk planet Earth. My favorite memory here is probably mock rock. I've done that since I was a freshman. freshman year, they asked me to choreograph, and I did it, and that's how I met so many people. And then sophomore year, we did it again, and it's like my class takes mock rock very seriously. It's kind of like Dancing with the Stars. Like we are in it to win it, but we're also like have so much fun. It's my favorite time of year. I like it more than Christmas. Like mock rock is my favorite time of year. I love it. Oh, what three words best describe me? Loud, loving, and a people person. Even though that's technically a compound word. Do compound words count? Okay, cool. I'm a people person.